Hi, I'm Sheri Fawson, and I'm the happy diabetic today. Well, I'm a lot of things. I'm the heart-to-heart guru, and I would just want to share with you just a couple of things that have happened over the last 2 days. I'm the happy diabetic because I am really and finally free from just not liking a disease that I've had to put up with for 25 years, and not feeling that it was fair at all, and not understanding how I could possibly ever get to a place that I could say I'm happy and I like. Maybe I can't say love yet. Maybe that's a little bit hard, but definitely like and accept exactly where I'm at. And I think that one reason that I really might be able to say I love this is because I see a future in what I'm to do and how I'm going to use the knowledge that I've gained on this journey that I'm on. So I want to talk about the idea of being a victim, because this is a word that is just very, very strong in our culture to mean we didn't ask for it, we don't deserve it, and something has happened to a victim that's been beyond their control, and we feel a little sorry for them. Not, for many years I've felt quite sorry for myself for being in this position, and other people also when they know I have it. I know that they don't say it necessarily, but they just also feel a little sorry, and it's a difficult thing to deal with. But I'm going to talk about why I'm not a victim any longer, and how that's changed my life, and how that can change your life. This word victim, we use it, somebody has been in a bad car accident, and so they're a victim. We have victims of abuse, and victims of heart attack and stroke victims, and we feel a little bit sad for them, and we hope that they'll get better or whatever. And some of these diseases, like my disease, there is no known cure, and there are very, very few people who have actually healed from it, but I've heard of some, so there is some hope. But what happens when you're a victim is that these are the fault is of no fault of your own, and it's beyond you, why you even have it, and there doesn't seem to be any good reason on earth to have to suffer. And so victims suffer. That's another word that we use. And what I'm here to present, and what I'm here to see if I can convey to you, is a sense that this is school. And this is actually an idea that I have for my new book, because I've met a lot of diabetics who are, they accept their disease and they live with it, and they do the things that they need to do, and they just, kind of go about their lives and want to have a full, happy life in spite of it. But I want to talk about power, having empowerment, and really, don't you think that the things that the challenges that you've experienced in life they've been the catalyst for what you've learned. They've been why you are where you are now with the knowledge and skills that you have, enabling you to do the things that you do that are probably very incredible and powerful. I believe that I do the things that I do that are incredible and powerful today because I have diabetes, and it has made me who I am, and not in spite of it, and not even though I'm a victim. And the biggest thing that it did was it caused me to wake up. And I'm talking about a true spiritual awakening, and talking about really, Martin Luther King said, I've been to the mountaintop. That kind of awakening. And really, this journey of awakening began right after I was diagnosed with diabetes, and it just shocked me to the core. And I knew I'd had the depression, and I knew I had to deal with it. And I knew that I was burying things from my past and thinking that I didn't have to do anything about it, and that I'd be fine, and I was fine. And it was really hurting me inside, and it's really, I'm sure, why I developed the disease. And so my power today and what I can stand on is that I have taken responsibility instead of being a victim and saying, well, this was circumstances that are outside of my control. I didn't do the things to me that caused depression. I didn't ask to be born. Some of these other questions that we have, I know that seems a little bit silly, but my power comes from taking responsibility. And what if I chose this? What if I chose this challenge for myself as my earth school, my illness as my classroom? That actually gives me power over victimhood to think that way. And I believe that that's really true. I believe that we set ourselves up for the challenges that we're to face in life, and that the people that are in our lives are there for a reason. And that gives me power. And so now this disease of mine becomes a win-win, okay? So rather than somebody has to win and somebody has to lose, everybody gets to win from it. I used to think that I had to choose. I either could, have really good control of my blood sugars and not have a life, or have a life and be down with my, health and my body, and I just don't have time for that. And the thing that I learned from taking responsibility is that that's not the equation. That's false. That's a lie. That you can and truly do have the ability and the time and the wherewithal to have both. I can have the life I create. I can have the life that I, perhaps set for myself as a challenge to overcome in order to be able to do something with the knowledge. Also, my body can be healthy and be in a good state because I'm taking responsibility. And then you can benefit by what I'm learned from putting it all together and making sense of it. So our tendency is to want to run and hide. Our tendency is to be a victim, and it certainly isn't, your fault. And you can, some people feel very, very justified taking that position. But I'm just here to say you'll never be the happy person that you want to be with being a victim. You're going to need to overcome it. I'm here to help people overcome it. That's what I believe my gift is, and that's what I want to do. You may come and visit me on my blog. My blog is Heart to Heart Blab, and you might note that I'm quite a talker. And I will be posting some videos on there and some chapters of my new book. I invite you to come and see what we're doing over here. And regardless of if you have an illness or not, regardless of if you have diabetes or not, type 1, type 2, or some other issues that are challenging you that you feel a victim of, I am there. I fully understand, and I know that there are answers, and I just want to work on my answers. And if you want to come and be a part of that, we can work on your answers. So Heart to Heart, HEART, number 2, Heart Blab.com. We'll see you over there. Thanks.